Hello everyone, it's Pixel again, and welcome back to another little crossover video. So yeah, this time is going to be another Psychonauts video, but this time I'm thinking about a crossover with one of my favorite indie horror games. Well, horror game actually, I don't know if it's that type of genre, but Little Nightmares. Now, I did kind of had the idea of, I know there's going to be an alternate universe of Psychonauts, a Little Nightmares alternate universe version of Psychonauts where certain characters play certain roles. But for this, I actually came up with some ideas that I actually kind of found interest that I was thinking about, like something that would have involved the Pale City or the Signal Tower. Like after the end of Little Nightmares 2, and spoilers by the way, there may be some spoilers in this video. Sorry about that. But yeah. Like I said, the idea is sometime after Psychonauts 2, and basically something goes. I can imagine that it starts at Whispering Rocks this time. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But yeah. And Sasha and Mia are noticing that one of the campers is acting weird. Like, for instance, they seem to be strangely drawn to the TV. Like, they're not, like, one of the campers isn't even eating anymore. But as soon as they manage to, they kind of find out what's going on. And of course the kid seems fine and they don't recall anything that happened. But something a bit unnerving happens. They thought about jumping. And they also said that they thought that they saw some kind of man, or they felt like something was calling out to them. And so Sasha and Mia head back to headquarters, where Ford is there as well, and he exclaims that they felt it too. So yeah, this obviously has something to do with the Signal Tower, and possibly also the Thin Man. But another premise and idea for a Psychonauts and Little Nightmares crossover would be basically kind of sort of addressing like the loop in the world of Little Nightmares with Mono and Six. Because the reveal at the end hints that there's some kind of loop going on. And basically, the story would kind of start out with Mono and Six in the loop again, where Six has on her raincoat, they're being chased by the Thin Man. But this time, something happens. Like, some kind of effect happens. Like, a TV is nearby, and Mono and Six escape through that, but the Thin Man uses his own powers on the television, and it causes Six and Mono to get separated, where Mono actually ends up in Psychonauts' headquarters, aka the Mother Lobe, and Six ends up in the questionable area. And Raz actually finds Six near the waterfall where he finds her unconscious and washed up. And of course Raz is like, and he doesn't know why there's a girl here, and he doesn't know what happened to her, and he actually thinks, don't do this. So he picks her up and he takes Six back to his family, and of course, they start asking questions, like Quibi actually asks if she's dead. And of course, Donatello does basically looks over Six, and she states that Six is alive, and she's basically, but she's unconscious. Sorry about that. So yeah, they take Six inside one of their tents, and back with Mono, the interns and Hollis, actually Hollis shows up first, and the interns show her Mono, and of course she wants an explanation. And Adam actually explains, well, saying that he just came out of he just came out of one of the monitors. And Hollis is like, what? Okay, we'll talk about it later. Right now, we need to get this boy to the infirmary. So they take Mono there, and Six actually, sorry about that, is that Six, when she wakes up, she sees that she has like some bandages wrapped around her stomach, or at least around the area where where Donatello actually found injuries on her. So they patched her up, and Nona actually comes in with some food, and and of course, Six's survival instincts kick in, and she immediately backs into a corner. Because, well, given everything that Six and Mono have been through, Six probably doesn't trust very easily. Given the fact that most of the things have tried to kill her. Basically, things in her world just tried to kill her, and the fact that she also still has to deal with Shadow Six as well, because I always kind of headcanon that Shadow Six basically most of the time, like, plagues Six's thoughts. Like, I get the feeling that Shadow Six is some kind of puppet master. Like, I know there is a lot of theories on what Shadow Six is, but I get the feeling she's like something of a kind of a super powerful evil side for Six. Basically, she's kind of everything that Six isn't, because Shadow Six, I think, thinks that she knows what's best for Six and anyone who actually manages to get on her good side. And she also kind of fills Six's head with negative thoughts, saying that, oh, they'll leave you eventually, they'll betray you, you don't need them, look what you did, it's all your fault, etc., etc. So yeah, she kind of tries to bring out the worst in Six, while also basically taunting her at the same time. After a while, Nona actually manages to calm Six down, and she takes her outside, where, even though that Six is calmed down, she probably isn't willing to talk or anything, because honestly, she's never been in this kind of situation before, and of course, Augustus actually tells Six that Raz saved her and he brought her here. And it's actually kind of the start of a bonding, kind of a friendship beginning to form between Raz and Six. Because, like, at one point, Six actually tells, well, finally she actually tells Raz her name. She says, "It's Six." And of course he's like, "Six? That's an interesting name. Don't rub it in, please." So yeah, Six is kind of dealing with a lot of complicated emotions right now, given everything that she's been through, and along with Mono, and then she remembers Mono. And of course she tries to, actually when she first wakes up, she and meets the rest of the Aquatos, she then tries to go find Mono. And of course she explains that Mono is her friend and she has to go find him. And of course Raz, when he gets back to headquarters, well, actually maybe we should go back to Mono, yeah, sorry. Mono wakes up and of course he is greeted by Mia. And of course he immediately asks where Six is. And of course, excuse me, Mia is like, are you okay, darling? I don't know anyone by that name. And Hollis, Sasha, and Oleander come in as well, and they're like, well, it seems our little friend is awake. Where's Six? Who? And of course Mono immediately springs out of bed and he's like, I have to find her. I need to find her quick. And of course, it's actually kind of revealed that Mono twisted his ankle. Or at least something happened, because he falls over and he's like, eh. And basically a lot of hijinks ensue. And as like they're finding out who the mole is and Raz fixing Fort's mine, and Six actually joins in for a few missions. Like, I get the feeling that Six and Mono start to remember the loophole. Like, they remember the resets. Like, it's slowly coming back to them. And when they get reunited, they remember fully. But, yeah. Mostly this is kind of a Little Nightmares 2 crossover, but, you know, like, and Raz actually helps Six kind of, because Six remembers the girl in the yellow raincoat as well that she tried to save, but she's once again kind of plagued by memories of it, and she's reminded of the guilt she felt because she couldn't save her new friend. And she also sometimes worries that's going to happen to Mono or anyone else she meets. So yeah, she actually kind of talks to Raz about it. Like, she felt like it was in a way unfair that she survived and the girl in the yellow raincoat didn't, despite her trying to save her. But yeah, like I said, a kind of friendship begins to like form between Raz and Six. Sorry about that. But yeah. And I also kind of imagine Mono kind of forming like a motherly son bond with Mia, as well as a kind of friendship with Oleander. And of course, one of the interns, I think, but yeah, some of the interns kind of pick on Mono a bit, where like they ask why is he wearing a bag over his head, and of course when they try to pull it up, Mono slaps their hand away and of course pulls it back down and tells them to stay away from him. And of course Mia, being Mia, scolds them and tells them that she thinks that Mono wants to be alone right now. So they give Mono some space before he can be asked any more questions, cause given the whole mole thing and the fact that they're on lockdown, Mono probably at this point isn't going to end up seeing Six anytime soon, sadly. Although he does manage, Mia does actually, with the help of Sasha, manage to sneak him out of headquarters, and basically Mono then heads to Green Needle Gulch to find Six. So yeah, that's kind of some crossover ideas between Little Nightmares and Psychonauts. And yeah, so thank you all for watching, and let me know what ideas you would think of for a Little Nightmares and Psychonauts crossover. Once again, thank you all for watching, and also, disclaimer, I own nothing. Everything in this video belongs to the rightful owners, and please support them. And also be nice. So yeah, once again, thank you all for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!